So I'm starting off with the Sky+HD box. So let's go into the thing. Of course, everyone pretty much has, Sky customers have this box at the moment, the Sky+HD, and either evolving to move towards the SkyQ, or they're sticking to the box because the SkyQ is a lot more expensive to acquire at the moment. So, but obviously you've got, since obviously if you've had the Sky since 2010, 2011, you'll notice that the interface has changed completely over the course of time, and it's just what you wonder is where SkyQ will go in the next few years. Will it change almost unrecognisably, or will it stay pretty much the same as it is? I don't think it will stay the same because it will start to look very stale, and I'm sure Sky's marketing team will keep evolving the platform over the course of the years going by. So yeah, it probably will. But of course, if you do remember what the Sky+HD box looked like when you first got it, if you have been a customer for 5 years, you know it's changed tremendously. Like this whole bottom thing here, this has been added only the end of last year in the R14 release. We're currently at R15, so it's just wonder how much life left this Sky+HD box still has in terms of software updates and it evolving. Maybe this might be the last incarnation of the interface, I don't know. Of course, Sky might have something more leaning towards similar to, I don't think they would though, trying to, with this interface they've tried to blend, they've done it quite well actually, to blend the interface more in with the SkyQ, because the blue and the Sky logo in the centre, that's quite a nice touch. With the time at the top corner on the SkyQ, it's actually at the bottom corner, so maybe they might move that around, maybe. I don't know, but it'd be interesting to see. So you've got the nice artwork at the bottom there into today's pics, of course, and you've got a catch-up TV. This is something I think that they could probably improve on if they do any more software updates on the interface. Make this a little bit more user-friendly. So it's a huge on-demand service. It's pretty much matched by the same. SkyQ has the same amount of on-demand services, so there's nothing really different there. The difference is, of course, you've got 4K on the SkyQ Silver and you've got 1080p on the SkyQ Normal, which these boxes are limited to 1080i, but sometimes that's just very marginal. It's not worth changing from 1080i to 1080p in my respect. I'm paying all that money to do that, so I went for the SkyQ because I wanted 4K, and that's obviously served me well. So you've got the TV channels, and then that's how it loads. You've got the on-demand, and then you've got it when that episode's on, it tells you. So you've got the HD version, the standard, and the Sky. Sorry, that's the plus. The backwards at 1 hour's time shift, which you don't really need it. If you're, of course, got the on-demand. So this is the Sky Cinema, which is basically part of the Sky Store. The Sky still supports 3D, and it's one of the few companies that still do actually, because a lot of TV networks have actually dropped 3D. BBC have ditched the format, I believe, because the last time that they produced a 3D program was actually the Doctor Who 50th anniversary episode. That was come up to 4 years in September, I believe. Yeah, so it's been quite a long time now. So Sky still kept the 3D going. So this box does support 3D TV, and you've got the Sky 3D channel, I believe. If it's, I don't know where they put that. Is it 3D? It's a 3D HD channel, isn't it? I'm not too sure. Maybe it's just on-demand 3D now. I don't know. It'll take me a long time to probably find it. Unless there's a faster way, I don't know. If you could leave a comment below at the bottom, that'd be great. If you know if it's still got the Sky 3D channel, I'd appreciate that. So this is all on the Sky Store. And it's pretty much exactly the same, just laid out differently on SkyQ. To me, it feels a little bit like when you get a SkyQ box, not a SkyQ box, sorry, a Sky Plus box. It's like buying a game console. You know it's going to be supported in 5 years' time, because of course it's a pay-to-view service. But you know, with Freesat, I've had a box I bought in late 2011, 2012, and BBC last year just discontinued the iPlayer on that, and of course this box is, you know, it's coming up, well, this box is actually 3 to 4 years old now, but I've got a box that was manufactured in 2008, and that's still supported. You can view all of the TV on-demand services. That all works. It's a 2008 model Samsung box, so that's how long ago that was, because Sky switched to Amstrad, which then Sky then bought Amstrad up, and now it's why the box now says manufactured by Sky, because Sky bought the manufacturing facilities and the company that make the boxes, which was Amstrad's biggest customer. So they basically cut out the middleman in that respect. But I believe you can still get, they've now deleted the Sky Plus HD off their website, but I believe you can still get it if you call up Sky direct. I think they do install Sky Plus HD still, but you don't get the 2 terabyte one like this box is. You only get the 500 gigabyte one, which is enough for most people, but you know, I like to have plenty of recording space. I've had this box for about 3 years now, and I haven't deleted anything, and I've still got about 50 or 60% of the hard drive space left. So you know, it's astonishing when you consider that. And I've been just doing my normal recording over 3 years. Sometimes I'll record about 4 or 5 programs in one day, you know, so it's not like I'm going lightly on the recording. But of course, because you've got larger capacity, the 2 terabytes, it's obviously you've got more room for programs. So and the SkyQ Silver, that's a 2 terabyte box as well, so that's one of the reasons why I had to go for the Q Silver, because I needed the hard drive space. So, but the thing that what I do prefer over the Sky Plus over the SkyQ, and I'll address that when I have the Sky Q box, is the fact that when you have multi-room with the SkyQ, with the Sky Plus HD box, you can have this on, and then you turn this off, turn off that off. Say your argument that you want to turn that off the mains. So this is in the bedroom, you want to turn that off the mains or whatever. You have the other one in the other room. You can turn that on or turn that off or whatever. But with the SkyQ, you have to have both box. You have to have the master box on all times for the multi-room to work, and that doesn't help when you've got someone that turns off everything in the bloody house all the bloody time. I mean, it really does annoy me when they do that. But it's a shame it can't switch to like internet stream if that box is off. You know, but you don't have access to the hard drive. That'd be great. But it's just basically it's as good as basically as useless as a brick, really. Is what the Sky Mini is without the SkyQ Silver or the SkyQ Master. You know, it just doesn't work. Of course, you can't do anything on it apart from look at the interface and think, oh, I'll try that. Doesn't work, sort of thing. But I haven't had any problems with the Sky HD box at all throughout the whole entire life I've had it. It's worked day one. Never had a problem. There has been some software issues which Sky have fixed in the updates, and I've done loads of videos of forced updates and that sort of thing. And so the box is pretty much probably better than it when I first got it in terms of the software. It's it's evolved over the course, and it's brilliant, to be honest. To my set-up boxes, but of course it does have its limitations, and the issue I do find annoying with Sky is that you actually have to have a subscription with them to, if you cancel your subscription and you've recorded programs on BBC, you can't watch those. You have to have the Sky subscription, so the box always has to have the viewing card, which is annoying. I could understand maybe if they stopped you from watching, of course, the live stream channels that you're on, but your actual recordings that you recorded 2 or 3 years ago, why they put a restriction on that? And of course the Sky Silver is exactly the same situation. But to be honest, my biggest gripe with Sky at the moment is that the Sky Plus, you own the hardware after 12 months. With the SkyQ, it remains their property. There is a way of buying out the hardware, but of course I believe it's about £200 or £300 or whatever to do so. After your contract ends and you decide, oh, you know what, I don't want this anymore, and you cancel. So it's not cheap, or free for that matter, free or cheap. But with the Sky Plus HD box, after my contract ended ages ago, sort of thing. So that's mine to keep now. So I can keep this box, do what I want with it. I can keep it, sell it, take it apart, do what I want. Whereas the SkyQ, if you do that, of course you'll you'll have to pay the breach of contract fees if you did that. So yeah. What I'm very happy about is the fact that over the years the Sky Plus has they've constantly updated the software, and it's basically like getting a new copy of when you buy an iPhone, you get newer versions of the software, and it just feels like they're looking after you, sort of thing. They're appreciating your business. So they're giving you the updates and the software fixes and that sort of thing. It makes the viewing experience a little bit less stale and more, I wouldn't say exciting, but it's. So okay, we're going to now move on to the SkyQ. So I've now had the SkyQ for over a month now, and I'm starting to get used to its features, and it's becoming more familiar to me. So whereas before it was a giant I don't know sort of thing between the Sky Plus and HD and the SkyQ, but now obviously as I said before, I've grown more comfortable using it, so it's not a bad box in many respects, but there are, of course, still some issues that they need to address in their software fixes. But now, as of January the 5th, BBC are trying out Ultra HD, so you can now try Ultra HD trial video. It's only about 3 minutes long or 8 minutes long, but the BBC are now doing that, and they're only doing it through certain devices, and SkyQ is one of them. I believe it's Panasonic boxes as well. They're trialing it out, but they haven't made it very clear what boxes. You know, they've said that, oh, they're trying it out, but of course it's only Panasonic and SkyQ at the moment, as far as I'm aware, from their website information, but they haven't publicised that it was going to be limited to certain devices. Because I've got a TV that can support 4K BBC, streaming, so it should be able to support 4K BBC iPlayer. So you got all the catch-up services again. What I do like is it changes colour when it gets onto when you get the nice backgrounds on things, of course, like there. So you got the channels background, but not all of them, of course, have the special background. It depends on the actual channel provider. So like Sky One, of course, have it, and Sci-Fi have it, Sky Atlantic and Living. The Arts doesn't. Sky Sports does. Yeah, it's just a nice backdrop that they've got on there. So it's another cool feature about SkyQ is you can check the weather as well as the news, because you've got the app, your photos, you can display on the picture exactly like you can do on the Sky+HD. You can, if you use the Sky Plus app, you can put your pictures on screen. So you've got, of course, access to box sets like you have on the Sky Plus. But of course, it's all more artwork on it, but to me I feel like it's better laid out, more like a Netflix kind of style. And since having this box, it's had one update that Sky have done, and that seems to not have changed much apart from the logo at the bottom corner slightly. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same. It hasn't fixed some of the known issues, but I have not been receiving any problems playing SkyQ Multiroom with the SkyQ Mini in the other room, because mine's wired, so I think people are having problems with that issue because of their wiring, or they're using wireless, but it seems to be pretty stable, almost like I was using the master box from Satellite Dish. But of course I can't stream BBC iPlayer programs to the box at the moment. You can only watch recordings for some reason. I suppose they haven't got to deal with the BBC on that. So yeah, I'm sure the Sky would do limitations on someone else's box if they were providing a service as well, so it's probably neither here nor there really. So I'm just going to send signal. It says, so all it says, you'll currently have a good satellite signal for your Sky service. Select more info, which will just tell you it's gone up. Signal strength was 40. quality now 90, which has stayed the same. Oh no, it's back to 40 again. Weird. Okay, so it's possibly on the borderline between 40 and 50. But the satellite signal on my Sky Plus HD boxes seems to be a lot more, what's the word? Seems to be stronger for some reason. Don't know why. I've got the hybrid LMB, so it will support both boxes. And something to ask your installer if he can plug in. if he can install the hybrid LMB, so that way you can still continue to use your FreeSat boxes on the same dish. So that's coming in handy. But yeah, so far at the moment, I'm probably preferring the Q now than the Sky Plus. The Sky Plus HD box is kind of long in the tooth for viewing of today, but it still fits purpose, and for most people it does the job of what they want. But yeah, I think I'm more across SkyQ if they do all the fixes, and considering that they've done basically loads of software changes to the HD Sky Plus HD box over the years, it's become unrecognisable from when I had it first installed. The interface has gone from being very dull and dated to pretty much almost as good in appearance as the SkyQ interface. It's going for a similar colour scheme here. So of course, if you've got the older boxes, or you can see that there's been a giant leap from how Sky used to look to how it looks now. But of course, that's down to first generation boxes, and then you had second generation. But it seems to be that the Sky Plus HD boxes, pretty much all of them, apart from the Thompson boxes, have evolved over time. So it'd be interesting to see what happens to the SkyQ in the coming years, because I'm sure that this will all be changed at one stage. They redesign the layout, like they've done with the Sky Plus HD box. So, well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. So, my opinion though, it's the SkyQ that is better, but everyone's to their own.